Hey guys, Jarek here, and Komodo's back for some more Halo 4. This time we're doing some Team Slayer, and I'm going to be using the light rifle, which works very well in this level. I don't see a whole lot of people using this gun. I really don't. It's kind of a tricky gun to use. Not many people use it because up close you're at a little bit of a disadvantage. But if you want to use this at far ranges, this thing is really, really effective. Probably the best long-range weapon that you can spawn with. And I did not have a good starting life at all.
Well, dead.
My teammate noped out of there and the other guys rolled over, so it worked for him, and then he almost ran me over.
Whoa, that's just bad spotting.
And then I got back in, which seems like it would be a bad idea, but it actually worked to get a kill, and then I ran away and said, fuck it. So yeah, the light rifle.
Fuck
it. God damn it, Arma, it's such a glitchy game. But the light rifle, this thing, it works interesting. If you're scoped in, it does more damage than if you're scoped out. But with the way the damage works, if you scope in and take one shot and then unscope, it won't increase your time to kill if you stayed scoped in. So you can actually do fairly good up close as long as you get one scope shot. After that, I mean, you're still at a disadvantage though, and you don't really want to take this thing into like close quarters or anything, but you can use it better than people realize. It worked great on this level because most of the time people are far away.
To me, it seems about as effective as, like, a DMR.
I think the DMR is a little bit more versatile. It's a little bit easier to use a DMR up close than it is for this thing. And I was not going to win this battle. That was one of those ones where you just knew you were going to die. But yeah, questions. Let's go ahead and move on to the questions before we run out of time for this video. I do like Halo for giving me more time to talk, though, instead of Call of Duty. So, first question. How long have you been in the fandom? A very, very long time. To say the least. I got into the fandom sometime around 3rd grade. It's been 14 years, and I actually do keep track. Now, obviously, I don't remember the specific day you get into the fandom. I mean, there's not like a specific day you get into the fandom. The way that works is just kind of collective interest over time. You see something, it kind of looks interesting, and then you see more and more of it. I don't know how it happened with you, but that's kind of how it worked with me.
Honestly, with me... Oh, God. Oh, the most interesting story and how I found out about furries. Now, I was in middle school, and I googled Bowser. Now, for all two of you who don't know who Bowser is, that is Mario's nemesis in all the Mario games.
He's a giant turtle, that's all you need to know.
He's a dragon turtle thing. Anyway.
It's a fucking turtle.
Shut up. So I googled Bowser because he's like my favorite Nintendo character of all time. And I ended up getting a picture from Ka, you know, the crocodile guy.
Oh.
Yeah. And
you might as well just sum this up by saying Rule 34 happened.
Porn. Yeah, it was. I found porn. This was back before they blocked all of these sites and stuff in schools. Yeah, that was a fun time.
It's like finding that in school randomly. Not really a very, what's the word? Dignifying way to find out about the fandom. Yeah, for me, that was just kind of collective art seen over time and just getting more and more into it. You see something that interests you and then more and more of it, so... Meh. But it's been a long time, and I do keep track of how long I've been in the fandom. Like I said, I don't really have a specific date, but usually every year at my birthday I just say, okay, it's been another year. So at this point where it's going on 14 years, and during April it'll be 15. So it's been a long time to say the least. And probably since it's been such a long time, the fandom is one of the only things in my life that's really been consistent. Because, you know, that's just kind of how life works. You know, you're in middle school. How many people do you know from middle school or high school anymore?
I hated everyone in middle school, and I know, like, I talked to one person from high school.
You know, I've done a lot of things throughout my life. I've been involved with a lot of... You know, I've been on numerous different baseball and basketball teams. I've snowboarded my whole life. I've done whitewater rafting my whole life. You know, I've just done a lot of things that require other people to also be involved with it. So, you know, I've always been involved with other people, but usually the way things work is that you do something with people and, you know, you stick around for 4 or 5 years or so, and then everyone just kind of splits up and goes their different directions, and you never talk to them again. I think I know about one person throughout the entire time I went. Actually, I was gonna say I think I know one person from high school I still talk to, but it's actually one person from like elementary school, middle school I still talk to. Funny story. That's my ex. So that's interesting how that happened.
Wait, you knew your ex since like elementary school?
I've known her since the third grade. Third grade's an odd year.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is wow.
Nothing happened until like the end of 8th grade, and then we were dating throughout high school, and then she went over to the East Coast to go to college, and we split up. But, I still talk to her. It's not like we split up because we had an argument or anything. That's just kind of, we didn't want a long-distance relationship, so... Yeah, she's the only person that I know from, like, high school and stuff that I still talk to. But the one thing about the fandom I can say is that some of my oldest friends I've known since, like, 6th grade, and they're in the fandom. It's always been that consistent thing. That's always sort of been there.
Which is funny. I don't have that kind of consistency. A lot of the people that I like, a lot of the people I first met in the fandom, kind of just like faded into the mists.
You'll get some people like that. I definitely know a few that kind of disappeared, and it's almost more frustrating in the fandom when that happens because a lot of the people you know in the fandom you only basically talk to through the internet. Now, Skype has really helped this. I talk to tons of people on Skype. Like most people you're seeing on this video game account, they're first. And I'm constantly talking to them on Skype. Take this back, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago, you didn't really have that. It was basically contact through MSN and AIM. And every once in a while, there would be someone that you used to talk to a lot who just gone. Wouldn't sign online again, and you don't know what happened to him. So, that happens too.
It sucks.
I honestly can't think of anyone off the top of my head where that's happened, but I know it has happened. But for the most part, usually my friends stick around that have been in the fandom. I mean, hell, I've known Rapper since like 6th grade. He's one of the oldest friends I've known. I've known Yoru since about the same time, actually. We actually used to hang out locally throughout high school a lot. So,
Didn't know that.
yeah, he's always lived in the Northwest. That's something else that, for those of you that don't know, actually, I don't think anyone here actually on my gaming account knows of Yoru. He's a local friend I've known for a long time that's also in the fandom. He moved in for, 4 or 5 days?
4 days.
4 days, and then moved back out for personal reasons, but then he's going to be moving back in here. Yeah, I've known him for a long time, and honestly, I have numerous reasons for wanting him to move back in. One is just because I've known him for a long time and I'm friends with him. The other one is, another Northwest person.
You went straight through that guy when you punched him with your gun.
He died. I lunged, he died, I phased through him.
That is so weird.
But, yeah, right here I was out of ammo. I was like, I need to find a weapon, this'll work. What was I saying? Right, we need another Northwest person in this house, because for those of you that don't know everyone in this house, so I lived here for a year or two, and then Raptor moved in here, and Raptor moved here from Maui. After that, you moved in here. You moved here from LA. And then Bird moved in from Phoenix, Arizona.
You mean hell?
Same thing. So, no one else here is actually local to the Northwest. And the Northwest is a very open-minded, welcoming place. I can't say anything bad about it. I'm sure you feel the same way.
It's true, because even, the neighbors that supposedly hate us the most, they were, the first people to be all, "Hi, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just taking out my garbage, but hi, lady."
I don't know who you are, but hello. People here are very friendly and open-minded. I've explained it before by saying there's no social expectations in this city. People are not going to judge you for the way you looked or the way you act or basically who you are. They expect you to be yourself.
That's complete opposite of where I came from.
Yeah, I can't say the same about LA.
I'm never going back.
I'm going back for business, but for nothing else. Yeah, I've lived here my whole life, and yours lived in Washington, throughout Washington his whole life. So he still kind of understands how the Northwest is, and it's more of a natural grasp, if that makes more sense.
No.
It's home. That's all you need to say. It's home, and people naturally understand it. So
Good enough.
yeah, it's been a very long time. Let's just leave it at that. Next question. I'm not sure if I'll really have enough time to fully go into this question, but what do you think of the Steam machines? I have mixed opinions about everything Valve has released over the last few days. Part of me really likes it. Part of me is very negative. Because I really do want Linux to be the primary operating system that people use for video games. The problem is you're going to have to rewrite a lot of games just to get them to work on Linux, and you won't have support for past games. Now, if Valve can turn that around, then fantastic. I'd like to use the Steam operating system based off Linux. You know, I really do want to. But I can't guarantee that's going to, and I'm going to be very pessimistic about it. As for the Steam machines, I really, really hope they take off. Because the next-gen consoles are not next-gen, and they're going to hold us back as bad as this current console generation is already. I mean,
Nice kill.
Imagine if we could have Halo 4 on PC. How much better it would run, how much better it would feel, the increased FOV. I mean, there's so many limitations on this console generation, and the next console generation can't even run games natively in 1080. That's fucking pathetic. Meanwhile, PC gamers are trying to go 4K. So, you know, hopefully the Steam machines take off and we start seeing less restrictive hardware.
Dead. Oh, I was hoping for a shotgun blast.
Assassination works. And look at my radar. Their entire team is like, hey, we're gonna kill you now. Like, God, what do I do? I got one of them. Didn't stand a chance to get anyone else, though.
Oh, that sucks.
I held those guys off for a while, though.
You threw them off for a while, that's for sure.
Kind of dancing around that rock dance.
Give them a little soft shoe.
I hate you. What was I gonna say, though? Right, I hope it works. I'm pessimistic about it. I personally myself won't be getting a Steam machine, but I hope it works because it'll improve on PC gaming. And fuck your Warthog.
With a pistol. Take that.
So yeah, I got 27 kills in this game of Halo. Pretty decent game, and I hope you enjoyed it.